I've got a strike. Thank you. Next batter is the right fielder, Brooke Dixon. Hey, Jerry, can you tell, just on your way down there, just tell somebody I don't have the login for this, Bowen's login for this. That works. That works too. Next batter is the second baseman, Rayleigh Wagner. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to an early afternoon at the ballpark. Had to try and find a window to play today. That one drilled into center fielder by Wagner. Catch made by Kyler Strickland. No harm done. 2 out in the inning. Now for Rogers on first. If you're just joining us, is the right fielder Brooke Dixon. Now batting the shortstop, Tahana Tumala. And Tumala is the batter. Pick play to first. They've got a shot at her. Ball goes into right field. I think he was ready to pull her. Thank you. Bear with me for just a little bit. 1 ball is the count on the batter. I'm doing about 3 extra jobs right now because of the earliness of the event. I'll do the best I can. However, there's a strike over the outside edge from Lillian. That one just off the outside edge. Too far out there, 2-1 the count. Pitcher in the circle is Lillian Hagedorn. Again, if you're just joining us, we started this one early today due to the rain, and there's more on the way. We're doing the best we can to get this in. Off the outside edge, ball 3, says the umpire. Sounded like a little bit of a bark. I thought he might have said strike out there, but it was a ball. 3-1 the count now to the cleanup hitter, Tumala. Riley Fithian waits on deck. Ball 4 to Tumala. Advancing to second is Brooks Dixon. Perhaps not the worst thing that could happen there. Very dangerous hitter, Tumala. Now batting third baseman, Riley Fithian. Brings in Riley Fithian. Stands in from the left side. She's third baseman today. Ball 1's the call off the outside edge. Carly asks where that one might have been. 2 out in the inning, 2 runners aboard. Grounded to first. Stay fair for us one time. Just goes a little bit foul. Jocelyn picks it up in foul territory. 1-1 the count. If you're just joining us tonight, this one is going to be varsity only today. Game was scheduled for 5. Fouled straight back by Fithian. 1-2 the count. Hagedorn on top of Fithian. Dixon, the runner, at second. Over at first, Tahana Tumala. Good speed on the bases for Rogers. Riley Johnson waits on deck. Good pitch over the outside edge. Strike three's the call. Down go the Mountaineers. We go to the bottom of the first. Rogers 0, War Eagles coming up. The War Eagles, this center fielder, Kyler Strickland. And welcome back. Strickland, DeFreitas and Strickland to start us off here in the bottom of the first against the right-hander, Dalen Osborne. Strike one is the call. Hey, how we doing? Osborne, a sophomore right-hander, throws hard, good movement. That one up and away. It makes its way back to the backstop. 1-1 the count to Kyler. The task for Rogers is going to be high against this right-hander. I saw a 2-game stretch not too long ago where Dalen struck out 33 in the 2 games combined. Swing and a miss from Kyler. And as you see right there, she spins it a little bit. Took a little bit of something off of that one. Strike over the outside edge. Probably more so unlike the other pitchers we have in this league that are going to do big things at the next level. Dalen does more things, spinning it differently, changing speeds. That one up and out of the zone. Swing and a miss. It's a strikeout to Kyler. First one gone for the War Eagles here in the bottom half. Now batting second baseman, Ava DeFreitas. So Ava DeFreitas stands in, another one of these War Eagle seniors. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss. Got the middle of the plate, but up in the zone with that one. 0-1 the count. Bunt back towards the pitcher. Osborne picks it up, throws on to first low. They threw it. Say she's got it. Ball was actually juggling a little bit of snow cone at the end of the glove. I think we will see. Coach Bowen's just going to ask. Just see if we can just ask, because that one was rattling around in there just a little bit. I imagine this call is going to stand, but I also think he ought to take a look, go down here to the home plate umpire, and at least just ask if the ball is loose. And they're going to do that. They're going to do that very thing. They're just going to have a little chat about it. Asking about the juggle. Safe is the call. Safe is the call. I don't know if we have a replay on it, but you can actually see the ball juggling at the end. On the end of the glove. Tori Stafford out now to just talk about it. She's not going to like the answer here, but we already talked about it. That's going to be the call. Ava with good speed is going to be aboard. 1 out here for Jocelyn. Now batting number 4, Jocelyn Strickland. So a bit of a break. Good speed aboard. Heading into the middle part of our War Eagle order. Swing and a miss. Good hard strike up in the zone from Dalen Osborne. Good matchup here. Power on power. Jocelyn's seen this type of velocity before. Fouled straight back on that one. Brought that one down to a little bit. 0-2 quickly the count on Jocelyn. Ava so far, nothing doing. Good strong arm behind the plate. In Talon Jackson as well. She is senior catcher. She'll be doing her work. Southwest Baptist in Bolivar. Swing and a miss. Ava on the move. Strikeout is going to count. Ava is on her way to second. She will be there with 2 outs for the War Eagle pitcher, Lillian Hagedorn. Now batting the pitcher, Lillian Hagedorn. On deck batter is Carly Earl. Just saw on a game changer alert, they're playing ball Bentonville West and Southside too. There's a ball over the outside edge and off of it just a little bit. 1-0 the count to Hagedorn. Again, if you're joining in, I've got a couple extra jobs today. I'm running the scoreboard as well as announcing and walk-up music. So if I mess up one of them, I apologize. 1-1 the count to Lillian. Good hard fastball on the outside edge there by Osborne. Great speed again on its second in Ava DeFreitas. All we need is a little looper right here. Up in the zone, caught the top of it. 1-2 the count for Hagedorn. If she can live there, it's going to be a long night. If you're going to get that call up at the top of the zone, difficult to do anything with that one. Here comes Lillian. Swing, chases that one up and away, swings through it. Down goes Hagedorn. War Eagles out in the bottom of the first. We go to the second. We are tied at 0. Leading off for the Mounties, first baseman Riley Johnson. It is Riley Johnson, Casey Bell, and Talon Jackson here to start the top of the second against the left-hander Lillian Hagedorn, who starts it over the outside edge for a strike. Hey, if you're just joining us, yes, we were going to start at 3:30 and then 4 after the original starting time at 5. We wound up getting all the way about 3:45. We've played an inning. Both teams put up a 0. That is where we are. You're at the leadoff batter in the top of the second in the person of Riley Johnson. Pitcher is Lillian Hagedorn. We'll set the War Eagle defense for you in just a moment. Off the outside edge. 2-1 the count. Outfield from left to right. Lily Humphreys, Kyler Strickland, Libby Casto makes the start in right tonight. We'll get our infielders for you here in just a minute. Swing and a miss. With velocity on the outside edge, 2-2. Now the count on Riley Johnson. Fouled off the facade, down the right side, makes its way out to Lillian Hagedorn. See what kind of shape that ball's in. This turf, I was out there walking on it before. Like a lot of times, turf really holds in moisture, and it becomes very difficult. This turf feels really dry, considering all the rain that we've had today. Just Grounded in the hole to Ava. She scoops it up onto first. Leadoff hitter gone here in the second. Now batting center fielder Casey Bell. That time it rolled around in the turf a little bit too long after the War Eagles tried to throw it around. We're going to get a Lillian wants a new pearl to start the count with the center fielder Casey Bell. On deck batter is Talon Jackson. She's an 8th place hitter on the lineup card only. She's been hitting cleanup for this team much of the year. It's almost like they run 2 different lineups at you. They go 1 through 4, restart, go 1 through 4 again. Strike 1 over the outside edge from Lillian. Ball off the outside edge. First time through, we played Rogers pretty early. Lillian hadn't really established herself like she has now. A little bit different look for Rogers than what we saw across town earlier in the year. 2-1 now the count to Casey Bell. That one drilled into right. It's going to get to Casto on a hop. Not going to have a play at first. She's just going to throw it in. It is a 1-out single for Casey Bell. Next batter is the catcher, Talon Jackson. Good speed aboard in center fielder Bell. Talon Jackson, the batter. That one's going to go up and away, get off the tip of the glove of Carlin, go back to the backstop, advancing to second is Casey Bell. She's there with 1 out. Ball 1, the count on the catcher Jackson. War Eagle infield from left to right. Gabby Kelly at third, Sydney Gaffney short. Ava DeFreitas at second. Swing and a miss right there on a changeup over the outer edge. Jocelyn Strickland settles in at first today. You just mentioned Carly behind the plate. Lillian's in the circle. Those are your War Eagles for an early afternoon here on a rainy day. There's another grounder to Ava. She's got it on 2 hops. Runners go advance to third. But the out made at first is what we wanted. 2 are gone. You're now 1 pitch, 1 out away from getting out of this one. Next batter is the DP, Kylie Kelly. In stands Kylie Kelly. Dangerous hitter at the bottom of the order. See the left side of the War Eagle defense creeping in. Good speed. Up and or out. Carly asking about that one as well. He hasn't given that outside corner to the lefties against here. The outside corner appears to be pretty open to right-handed hitters. Ball outside. 2-0 the count. Leadoff hitter Izzy Anderson waits on deck. 2 gone. Runner on third is Casey Bell. That one lined to left. It's a base hit. Bell's going to score the first run of the game. It's a base hit by Kylie Kelly. Next batter is the leadoff hitter, Izzy Anderson. Izzy Anderson stands in. 2 outs. Runner on first is Kelly. Shows bunt. Runner was on the move. Strike was the call. She bunts through it. Nothing doing. Runner retreated to first. Izzy stands in. I've had the pleasure of knowing Izzy since she was a 10-year-old. She was played on teams that I coached all the way through last summer. Her parents are sitting down right in front of me. Just one of my favorite humans. Lifted to center. It's going to get through Ava and into center field. Kyler picks it up. Throw's going to go to third. Advancing to second on the throw is Izzy Anderson. Second and third now with 2 gone. Next batter is the right fielder, Brooke Dixon. Clean signal for Anderson. Dixon, the right fielder, up now. Second and third now, 2 outs. That one fouled down the third base side. 0-1 the count. Hey, if you're just joining us on the Game Changer, you can check us out on YouTube as well. Our YouTube channel is War Eagle TV. Mr. Davenport and the entire team, kids do a great job there as well. If you might like it a little bit better on the big screen at home if you got a YouTube app. 0-2, good pitch over the outside edge right there from Lillian Hagedorn. 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Big pitch, big at bat right here early going. Rogers leads at 1-0. That one looped to left. Late start on it. It's going to fan foul. It lands foul down the third base line. That one in a bad area. The third base side of that Omaha triangle of death. That one just a looping liner. It landed just a couple feet foul. Dixon stands in again. Still an 0-2 count from Lillian Hagedorn. That one off the outside edge. Tried to get her to chase. She would not. 1-2 the count. On deck batter is Rayleigh Wagner. Lillian wants to take care of this one right here. Ball 2 outside, sailed into the right-handed batter's box. 2-2 now the count. 0-2 to 2-2. Kind of attack pitch right here. Here's the one where you want to get her. Don't want to get to 3-2 if you can keep from it. Swings high, fouled back off the netting. Ball lands down by Carly. Good battle working here, lefty on lefty. Hagedorn to the right fielder, Dixon. That one goes down in the turf. 3-2 the count. Good battle approaching pitch number 8. Here, full count. First base is open. That one fisted to short. City makes a call and the catch. That's going to end it. But 1 in. We go to the bottom of the second. We trail it 1-0. Number 24, Carly Earl. Hey, somebody extended Carly's walk-up music. That's a big deal.
Yes.
It is Carly Earl, Lily Humphreys, and Libby Casto to get us going here in the second against the right-hander, Dalen Osborne.
Carly had a big home run last night.
Carly's been swinging the bat. Lifted.
And that goes foul.
Loudly onto the metal roofing, covering our grandstands. Nice to have these metal grandstands covering us today.
Yes, it is.
Keep the rain away. The seats were dry. Have to have this full turf to have a chance to play today. Benjamin that mentioned that game last night, War Eagles. That one down, 1-1 the count. War Eagles went to Siloam Springs last night. Had a 14-3 win over Siloam. You mentioned the home run by Carly. Lily Humphreys got her one over there too. Off the inside edge. 2-1 the count. Rogers fans won it. They're standing in a spot where they couldn't see it. That ball in off the plate. Carly, after a slow start, has gotten hot at the right time just as we head down the stretch to the playoffs. There's another ball. 3-1 the count to Earl. Another hot hitter, Lily Humphreys, waits on deck. Good rip by Carly. Swings through it, though. Fouls it back off the catcher's mitt. Back to the screen. Here's the full count. Again from the sophomore right-hander. Spent her weekend on an official visit. I think it was an official visit to LSU. Swing and a miss. Swings through it. Leadoff hitter is gone for the War Eagles. Next batter is the left fielder, Lily Humphreys. Yeah, I don't know where Dalen's going to wind up, but I've seen her, the visits she's taken lately have been Oklahoma, Texas, Oregon, LSU. They're certainly looking at I think I saw an Alabama mixed in there too along the way. She's a good one, and just a sophomore, one of a bunch of pitchers in this conference you got to be prepared to come with and be ready to hit.
Right.
Swing and a miss. There she throws changeup to Lily Humphreys to start the at-bat. 0-1 the count to Lily. Lily also, like Carly, got off to a slow start swinging the bat. You can see that big brace on her knee. I think that had a lot to do with hers, but she's been swinging the bat really well down the stretch.
Yep.
A couple of home runs.
She's been playing with that bad knee, and she's a trooper.
That one sails high and away, back to the netting. 1-1 the count. Libby Casto waits on deck.
But she said she's a senior and she doesn't want to. She didn't want to sit out. So
no, if you have surgery, your career's over.
Yep, that's it.
So she's going to play, and they'll figure it out at the end of it if we got to go get it cut on. But yeah, she's playing on a torn ACL.
Right.
Swing and a miss on a ball on the outer edge. Good pitch with curveball movement, hard over the outside edge. 1-2 to Lily. Change up inside there again. A couple times they've gone change up to Lily. First one fooled her, second one not so much. Lily has battled the count to 2-2. Swing and a miss. Up in the zone.
They can't lay off that high ones. Which, I mean, kind of hard to.
Now batting number 13, Libby Casto. I mean, we say it all the time. It's like there's only one way to hit riser, and it's not to swing at it.
Right.
I also remind Sydney when we're, not here that we do understand it's a lot easier not to swing at it up here in the booth than it is when you see it coming at you, and it looks very enticing, like it's waist high and just winds up working its way up. Ball over the outside edge to Libby.
Libby playing right rising
today.
We can see it rising here, but they can't really see it until it actually rises right at their face.
And even so, it's still, especially with 2 strikes on you, it's just a difficult pitch to lay off of. That one fouled back. Libby shows bunt. She's got a couple of drag hits on the year already.
And it's hard to bunt that riser, too.
It is, for sure. I mean, there's a reason everybody tries to throw it. If you throw hard and you throw it with riser spin, it's just very difficult to deal with. We see it throughout the area. Emery Bolin over at P Ridge. Swings through that one. Inner half. Libby going to battle right here. 1-2 the count. That one up and away. Gabby Kelly waits on deck. Gabby almost got her a home run last night. She missed it by about 4 inches. Literally put a dent in the plastic on the top of the fence. Swings through that one. Down go the War Eagles in order on strikes. After 2, Rogers 1, War Eagles nothing. second baseman, Rayleigh Wagner. It is Wagner, Tumala, and Fithian stands in. Mentioned Izzy Anderson. I have known Rayleigh since Rayleigh was 10 as well. Played for us a number of years. This is a girl that rolls out of bed swinging the bat. She can just hit. Just good instinctive softball player. Bats in the 3-hole as a sophomore for these Mounties. Drilled in the gap in right center field. Libby goes over. She makes the catch. Well played by Libby Casto. Hard hit but out, and the leadoff hitter gone for the War Eagles.
And that's Libby's first start out there
In right field. Yeah, absolutely.
And she had been acting like she played out there all the time.
Now batting shortstop, Dahana Tumala. Tumala stands in. Ball high from Lillian. Rogers has scattered 4 hits against Hagedorn, scratching that 1 run across in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup maybe over the outside edge. 1-1 the count to Tumala. If you don't recognize the voice next to me, it is Jerry Davenport. The guy that helps put this program on. He leads the War Eagle television crew. The whole group of kids do a great job putting this one together, especially today. We messed up their schedule. That one off the outside edge. Now 3-1 the count to Tumala. Dangerous hitter in Tumala. Home run power for sure. Ball 4. It is a 1-out walk to Tumala. Bring up the third baseman, Fithian. Next batter's the third baseman, Riley Fithian.
Now we got a bunch of War Eagle TV players out there also.
For
Libby's
sure.
one of them.
For sure, yeah, my daughter.
Sydney's one of them.
Ball high. Yeah, you've done a really good job with that program. I judge a lot of things by how many people want to be a part of it, and we got a lot of good support from students who do a good job putting this thing together. As we look in from the Gates Stadium camera inside today.
Inside today, in case it rained.
In case we get it rained.
I got covers on the ones out here.
Do you? Okay, all right.
I got that one inside because it's so far over there by itself. I didn't want anything to happen.
I like it. That's that luxury box seat over there across the way. I keep telling Murray. Ball high, 2-1 the count. Release point off just a little bit. She's missed up on several here and a little bit lately. 2-0 the count to Fithian. I tell Murray we ought to sell that place. Put like the fancy like leather recliners over there. Have somebody serving them beverages.
Oh yeah.
That one down in the turf. Tumala takes off, but she's going to get there. It gets far enough away from Carly. 3-0 the count now to Fithian. On deck batter is Riley Johnson. So they stack their Rileys up here in the middle of the Mountie order. And ball 4. And a base on balls. Going to get a quick visit here from Landon Decker. Just a quick visit. Coach Decker might have seen something in the release that went awry. They're allowing 2 runners to get on back-to-back. Next batter is the first baseman, Riley Johnson. Now 2 runners aboard for Johnson. That one lifted deep to left field. Kyler looks like she's got a chance at it, but it's off the wall. At third and scoring is going to be Tumala. Run's going to go to the plate but be late. It is a long single for Riley Johnson. Advancing only to second is Fithian. The Mounties have taken a 2-0 lead here in the third. Next batter is the center fielder, Casey Bell. Off the outside edge, ball one. Get some hoots and hollers from the War Eagle crowd. Didn't like ball four two batters ago. Didn't like that one either. That one now high, 2-0 the count. Plate moving around just a little bit. Looks like we got some rain falling. And we do. Ball three over the outside edge. Lillian, a little frustrated with that. Needs to take a little walk back there, and she will. 3-0 the count. This is Casey Bell. The on-deck batter is Talon Jackson. Strike at the top of the zone. He is given that. Little Bronx cheer. Some of the War Eagle student faithful. That's one thing about this early start. They were able to just come straight over from school. There's Lillian. That might have been a little... You know, I think that may be the electric communication device right there. Maybe the rain is messing with it a little bit. They just took it off. 3-1 the count now to Casey Bell. Swing and a miss. Outside edge. Nice work by 20. Getting back in the count. Goes from 3-0 to 3-2. Runners first and second. Tipped and fouled straight back. Just tipped it high enough to get over the glove of Carly Earl. 3-2 the count. 3 straight strikes here from Lillian Hagedorn, working her way back in the count. Pitch number 7 to Casey Bell. Grounded to pitcher. She picks it up and throws it to third. That's all they're going to get. But fielder's choice and the leadoff runner is gone. Nice work from Hagedorn to Gabby Kelly.
That was a great play, getting the lead runner.
Next batter is the catcher, Talon Jackson. Another dangerous hitter right here. Mentioned she frequents the middle of this Rogers lineup, sitting in the 8-hole today. Strike on the outside edge.
Rain's starting to come down a little harder. You can actually see it on the screen now.
Fouled it down the right side. 0-2 the count. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hagedorn with a chance to get out of this. The big pitch and a defensive play right here. That ball high. 1-2 the count to the senior Jackson. Mentioned Jackson saw her signing ceremony. She is going to Southwest Baptist in Bolivar. Off the outside edge.
Ooh.
0-2 now to 2-2.
Crowd's a little tainted about that.
Yeah, the baseball boys over there have a bad angle, and they can't see that one a little bit off the plate. That's all right. I like those guys barking over there. Grounded to pitcher. Lillian's got it on to first. That's going to end the inning. Rogers gets one more. We've played 2.5. It's Mounties 2. War Eagles looking to score. Leading off for the War Eagles, number 14, Gabby Kelly. In steps Gabby Kelly, Sydney Gaffney on deck, then to the top of the order in Kyler Strickland. Ball out, 1-0 the count to Gabby. Mentioned Gabby just missed one to right field at Siloam Springs last night. The place would have absolutely erupted if Gabby would have gotten that one out. 2-0 the count. Ball 3-0 the count to Kelly. Would expect to take here. Saw Lillian Hagedorn be able to fight her back from a 3-0 count. Osborne finds herself down 3-0. 8-hole hitter Gabby. Ball 4 it is.
I think Coach talked to him about staying off that high riser.
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely. Now batting the shortstop, Sydney Gaffney.
Yeah, it was 4 straight high risers that they didn't swing. She didn't swing at. So
it is easy to talk about, as we mentioned. Sydney shows bunt, bunts through it. 0-1 the count. Third baseman Fithian crashing down right on top of Sydney. And you see where she's standing now. She's a good 12, 15 feet in front of third base. Expecting bunt again. Sydney squares around, pulls it back. 1-1 the count.
Now, my coach always says if they want to give you an out, take
it. One of those where both people could be happy. We'd be happy. We'd be happy with Gabby at second. They'd be happy with an out. So
right.
See if Sydney can get it down. Fouls it back. Again, just under that one just a little bit. You mentioned, too, the ball up in the zone. Hard to bunt, too.
Yes.
Now at 2 strikes. Coach Bowen rolling through signs. Usually the bunt is off. We'll see what he does with Gabby on first. Sydney Gaffney in the box here. 1-2 from Osborne. Strike 3 called. Was expecting something else evidently and could not pull the trigger. Down goes Sydney. 1 out here in the third. Next batter is the center fielder, Kyler Strickland. Gabby still at first now, 1 gone for Kyler. That one stays high. You know, you've mentioned now you're getting to people that have seen her once through the order, so maybe you can get a better look at that ball up in the zone. Kyler, a senior, she's going to be playing her ball at Missouri S&T. That one down, 2-0 the count. That's Missouri Rolla for old people like us, Jerry.
Yes.
Drove through it the other day. Took a quick day trip to St. Louis with Sydney.
Yes, Sydney told me about that. She said she slept the last 2 hours of the trip.
She did. She did. She was pretty good, though. She stayed awake for Dad most of the way. That one lifted high over towards the third base dugout. It is going to be foul.
Said y'all went to watch the Brewers play.
Watch the Brewers and the Cardinals. Most people would say we went to watch the Cardinals play, but yes, we.
Well, you know,
we are Brewer people.
Yes,
and had great seats. Good changeup right there, fouled away by Kyler. 2-2 the count.
She said that every time the Brewers come, it's usually during the school day, but this time it's
Monday
the weekend.
Wednesday.
So you know,
Monday through Wednesday in April. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know we're busy Monday through Wednesday in April. So yeah, 2-2 the count to Kyler. Another strike 3 looking. That one on the inside edge. Down goes Strickland. Gabby still remains at first. Now 2 gone for Ava. Now batting second baseman Ava DeFreitas. In steps Ava with 2 outs. Ava, a senior, will be doing her work at Connor State next year. She's going there to play softball. Gabby on at first as we go into Pratt Community College. She'll be catching up there. Stands at first with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. And Jerry, like if you look at Sydney's at bat and Kyler's at bat, within 2 strike counts, they honestly probably didn't expect something that good. As you mentioned, we're talking about laying off risers. We're talking about not chasing.
You get fooled. Straight down the middle,
Ball high. You get fooled by a pitch is just better than you thought it might be. Not an excuse. Got to pull the trigger, but this just young lady in the circle is very good.
Just a better pitch made. Unfortunately, I mean, you can't just sit there and wait for it to come across the plate.
Ball high. Nice work there by Ava. 3-1 the count. Now time called. I can hear the rain a little bit now, I think.
Bigger drops. Yep, you can see the bigger drops coming down. That's the reason I had them go out there and put coverage over the monitors on the cameras.
For sure.
I had the cameras covered, but not the monitors. So.
Okay.
And then now I had them put monitors up.
I mean,
covers over the monitors.
It's always something. And that went in off the plate.
That one's a little bit too far inside this time. Now Jocelyn.
Now batting number 4, Jocelyn Strickland.
She had 7 straight RBIs last night.
Yeah.
Can she do that tonight?
You know, it's one of those kind of games, like one swing right here can make a huge difference. She put a good swing on it and fouled it back. And Jocelyn's the one you know, she's the one you want in the box in this situation with a couple runners aboard. So it's kind of a
wind is blowing out.
It's good on good, and see who wins. So
wind is blowing out. Or
when you face a pitcher like Osborne, you're not going to get many opportunities.
No.
That one spun off the end of the bat to first. Johnson picks it up, races to the bag. She's going to get there. Down goes Jocelyn. Down go the War Eagles. We've played 3. We trail it 2-0. The DP, Kylie Kelly. It is Kylie Kelly then back to the top of the order in Izzy Anderson and Brooke Dixon in the 4th inning against Lillian Hagedorn. That one lifted to center. Kyler comes in, can't quite make the catch. It's a diving effort. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Kyler smacks the ground with her glove. But that's a base hit for Kylie Kelly. The batter is the leadoff hitter, Izzy Anderson. In steps Anderson. She singled her last time in the hole between pitcher and second. Kelly with good speed aboard at first. A lot of these Rogers hitters are dual threat type hitters. You see Izzy's more of a traditional slapper. Like she'll stand and hit, but she's with no runners on base, she's content to hit a ground ball to short.
Yeah.
I did it. Yeah.
Well, I know. I'll help you out here.
Okay, all right.
I'll start trying to help you out here.
That one sails high. 1-1 the count to Anderson. Puts the War Eagle defense in a bit of a bind too. Sydney back for the slapper. That one looped towards left. Sydney goes after. She runs it down in short left field. Turns and makes the throw. Runner's going to be back. Returning to first is Kelly. The batter is going to be the right fielder, Dixon. Next batter is the right fielder, Brooke Dixon. Nice little play by Sydney there, running away. Gets the first out of the inning. Dixon stands in. Kelly still the runner at first. She shows bunt, takes a strike over the outside edge. Nice job by Lillian getting on top of the count there. I have to mix in a little nice work by Sydney every once in a while because I know I don't do that enough for her. The curse of being the announcer's daughter. You never hear any of the good things. She's a pretty good kid. She deserves it from time to time. 0-2 the count on Dixon. You see that one there just bounced off the turf and it's got some moisture on it. Hagedorn gives it away, gets a new one. 0-2 now the count on the two-hole hitter Dixon. Just off the outside edge. 1-2 the count. And now the sun comes back out for us. Fouled back. Good pitch right there by Lillian on the outside edge and down. Dixon just able to get a piece of it.
Now all we need is that little rainbow to pop down on top of us.
It's got to be somewhere, doesn't it? There
Yeah.
has to be one, I would think.
It's got to be somewhere out there.
Grounded in the hole towards second. Ava's just going to go on to first, take the sure out. He's got her back. Jocelyn had to come off. And then came back. The two Rogers coaches asked each other across the way. First base coach Anna Neal said, yes, it's good. Now batting second baseman, Rayleigh Wagner. But advancing to second is Kylie Kelly for the three-hole hitter, Rayleigh Wagner. Two are gone. Wagner shows bunt. Hard strike over the inside third from Hagedorn. Rayleigh right on top of the plate. Grounded hard at Ava. That one came up on her a little bit. On to first. That one a little bit cleaner. Runner stranded at second. We have played now 3.5. It's Rogers 2.
All right, I'll let
War
you
Eagles,
flip it out
nothing.
of this.
Yeah, I can do that part. Leading off for the War Eagles, the pitcher, Lillian Hagedorn. Hagedorn, Carly Earl, and Lily Humphreys due up here in the fourth, getting their second crack at the sophomore right-hander, Dalen Osborne. Lillian so far has gone the whole way in the circle, as has Osborne. Fouled off the netting. 0-1 the count. Mention has gotten a little bit lighter out here. Had the sun out for a second. Flag's pretty still out there, right? It's a great day. What are you talking about, Coach?
It's all north of us a little bit.
Grounded to second. Wagner's got it on 2 hops. Over to first. Good contact, but out for Lillian. 1 away in the 4th. Now batting the catcher, Carly Earl. Carly with a little wardrobe issue. She wanted to ditch the batting gloves. Base is empty for Carly. Ball high and away. 1-0 the count. Mentioned Carly's been swinging the bat really well as of late with extra base power. Doubles, and last night, first home run. She's more than a 1 home run kind of hitter. Like she can get in a zone and carry us here these last couple weeks. That one lifted way high. Home run in an elevator shaft. Finding the rails, Riley Fithian. That's a nice effort by Riley Fithian. Yep. Just went over and found the rail, reached over and made the catch. Made it look easier than it was. Next batter is the left fielder, Lily Humphreys.
And Carly just got up underneath it. Just a little bit too much.
Just missed it.
Yep.
In stands Lily. She got her 2nd home run of the year last night. The first one was a big one and will last in War Eagle lore. She hit a home run in the bottom or top of the 7th down at Northside while the War Eagles were down 7-1. Led us to a comeback, or excuse me, down 5-1. Led us to a comeback win. That one off the end of the bat, lifted to left. Tumala creeps over into the outfield green turf. She puts it away. The War Eagles go down in order. We've played 4. We're still looking for our first hit. Right now, Mounties lead it 2-0. Leading off for the Mounties, the shortstop, Dahana Tumala. Tumala, Fithian, and Riley Johnson. That one lifted. Gabby makes the call on that one. Steps in front of Sydney, makes the catch. 1 away. Next batter is the third baseman, Riley Fithian. First of the Rileys. Riley, this is the Fithian version. Third baseman made a nice play against the railing of the dugout earlier. She lifts it to center field. Hit well, but Kyler is there. Reaches up and puts it away quickly. Two gone here in the 5th.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Now, generally, you would say this is an automatic take because nobody wants to give up the 3-pitch inning, but I don't know that you trust that. Next batter is the first baseman, Riley Johnson. Second Riley in a row. Riley Johnson stands in from the right side. I would be tempted to just throw a strike, see if you can get it. A strike over the outside edge for sure. One of two things happen. You either throw strike one or you tie a record that will never be broken.
Yeah.
Up on that one just a little bit. 1-1 the count to Johnson. Lillian has scattered 6 Mountie hits. That one lifted into left field on a bounce. Johnson had a long single to left last time up too. She's aboard with a 2-out single. Next batter is the center fielder, Casey Bell. Fouled back by Bell. Home on the count. Down and away. Scooped up by Carly. Count evens 1-1.
I'm trying to pay attention to a lot
I
of
mean,
different
I
things.
understand what it's like having
Sorry.
multiple jobs. That one lifted to center. Kyler barely moves. Now she goes back, reaches up just a little bit. 2-out single is stranded. Mounties put up a 0 in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, needing runs. We trail it 2-0. Libby Casto. It is the bottom 3rd for the War Eagles. Casto, Gabby Kelly, and Sydney Gaffney due up, and we have a special guest rally announcer being brought in to produce some runs in here, Carson Coleman. Carson, how are we doing?
I'm so good. How are you, Mr. Darren?
It's good. Carson's part of our broadcast team. Does a great job. If you've seen, there's a ball out to Libby, 1-0 the count. Does a lot of our interviews on
Yes.
campus.
Yes.
Trying to get some inside information from our coaching staff. Coach Bowen, have any nuggets for this one that he revealed to you?
Not today. The only insight information I had was start time, and we all know what the
And
start
that
time
changed.
was. Yes.
That went from 5 to 3:30 to 4 to
Yes.
3:45 eventually, somewhere
Yes.
around there. Libby shows bunt and fouls it back. 1-1 the count. Yeah, that's. I mean, the coaching staff kind of apologized to me even because obviously I work for a living, so like, alas, 3:30 then 3:45 happened, and we do what we got to do. We wanted to play this game today.
Yes.
2-1 the count. Sophomore on sophomore right here. These two will see each other for a couple more years. There's a strike over the outside edge. Good pitch. Curveball movement by Osborne. 2-2 the count to Casto. Ball high. Good job laying off of that one. Full count to Libby. Gabby Kelly waits on deck. Ball 4. Now batting, third baseman Gabby Kelly. Libby's on at first. Gabby stands in, walked her last time up. She shows bunt. Takes that one high. 1-0 the count. Osborne a little frustration that one's called up in the zone right there. Have seen some better discipline by the War Eagles the second time through the order, trying to lay off of that one. Bunted by Gabby. That's a good one. On to first. Out is made there. But a good bunt by Gabby. She does her job. Advances the runner to second. Libby's there with an out.
This is your order to take home.
Oh, I get this for Michelle too? She wants popcorn too? Okay, you got it. Now batting number 22, Sydney Gaffney. Thanks, Mitchell. So at second is Libby Casto. War Eagles just trying to scratch here. Pretty good ball to hit right there by Sydney. Kind of the same pitch she looked at first time through. Almost have to jump on those when you get one from Dalen because they don't come around very often. Still a lot of at bat left. 0-1 the count. On deck batter is Kyler Strickland. Shows bunt, pulls it back. 1-1 the count. Jackson looked like she was maybe throwing through to second there, but it was cut off by the pitcher Osborne. Sydney swings through that one on the inner half. Good rip, but a miss. 1-2 the count. And again, you see the bunt there from Gabby, and again, you face a pitcher like this, you're just trying to scratch one. If we can scratch one, whether it's Sydney or Kyler, if you can do that and get closer. Swing and a miss. Change up got her. Sydney down on strikes the second time. Brings up leadoff hitter, senior captain Kyler Strickland. Now batting, center fielder Kyler Strickland. He's going to take a 2-out hit from Kyler. Libby Casto standing out there in scoring position. Has good speed, wet ball. You got to like your chances on a ball, anything in the green. Grounded towards third, in comes Fithy, and she picks it up, throws it low, scooped out made by Riley Johnson at first. And the threat ended. Casto's going to be stranded. We are through 5. Still Mounties 2, War Eagles nothing. Leading off for Rogers, the catcher Talon Jackson. 8-9-1, Talon Jackson, Kylie Kelly, and Izzy Anderson leading it off. Ball high from Lillian Hagedorn. Lillian has gone the whole way and done a good job. Most of the base runners she had have been early. The last couple innings have been cleaner.
Yep.
Just low. Outside or low, question mark, one of those. Regardless, 2-0 the count.
She had a 7-pitch inning last inning, so.
Thanks for Carson coming in for a half inning for us. Went on to other work. The voice you hear next to me now is Mr. Jerry Davenport. Put all this together. fouled back and out of play.
I'm just lucky to have such great people working with me.
I mean, you've recruited well. You got a good group of kids here.
They've recruited well.
Lead-off walk to the catcher, Jackson. Would expect a courtesy runner to come here.
And that's what's popping out of the room.
Courtesy runner at first is number 7, Tilly Garcia. The batter's the DP, Kylie Kelly. Tilly Garcia has been a member of our travel team for a number of years. We don't do it anymore, I should say. She was from about age 13 to 17. Grounded in the hole. That goes into right field. Tilly rounds second. She's going to stay there. First and second now, and nobody out. Mounties have something a brewing here in the 6th. Next batter is the leadoff hitter, Izzy Anderson. And now all kinds of options with good speed on the bases. And a slapper slash bunter that can handle the bat in Anderson. Would expect some kind of play here. Shows bunt, nothing doing. And you can see the predicament it puts War Eagle defense in. Sydney's got to cheat now to be able to get the third when she squares to bunt.
Yeah.
And that even eliminates the double play. Because if a ground ball's hit to Ava, Sydney's going to have a hard time getting to second. So it's good to have speed. Bunted to pitcher. On to third. That's going to be up the line and into left field. Runners are not going to be able to advance. The batter's the right fielder, Brooke Dixon. And even there, you see Sydney in motion, made for not a clean throw to third base. That one fouled back. War Eagle infield is in. We saw this across town, Jerry, in the first game. It was a 0-0 game in the third, and one big inning by Rogers really stretched it, wound up taking it to a 10-0 game. Here we, again, just in danger. Bases full and nobody out. That one looped into left field. Lily's going to come in. Runner at third is going to bluff but not go. First out of the inning is recorded and everybody stays right where they are. Next batter is the second baseman, Rayleigh Wagner. And that's going to get you to Rayleigh Wagner, who's a heap of trouble from the left-hand side. Bases are full. Infield is in. Rayleigh shows bunt. That one drilled into center field. Kyler comes in. She's going to make the catch. Not going to be able to get the runner going home. Runner at second is also going to tag to third. Now first and third with 2 outs. 1 run across for the Mounties here in the 6th. Kind of a sacrifice fly on the line drive from Rayleigh. Next batter is a shortstop, Donna Tumala. 3-0. War Eagles appeal at second. Nothing doing there. They don't get the call. They say she waited long enough.
Not according to replay.
Not
according to replay.
No, she leave it early.
Yes.
First and third now and 2 outs. See what kind of play we have on here. Drilled up the middle. Hard hit, clean single to center. On her way to third, Sydney. Pump fakes. Throws to third, advancing. And the ball's going to go into the dugout. Late throw to third is going to go off the glove. Anderson's going to score. All the way to third is going to go Tumala. And the War Eagles are going to get together and talk about it. That's going to be the second inning, or second error of the inning on the War Eagles. And how many did we score there, or they score there? I know they got at least 1 across.
I think.
Actually, I think that's 2. Batters the third baseman, Riley Fithian. So 3 across for the Mounties here in the 6th, and standing at third is Dahana Tumala. Strike over the outside edge from Hagedorn. Two are gone. Grounded to second. Ava to her right, up onto first. That's going to get by the first baseman. Another runner is going to score. On her way to second is Fithian. It's now 6-0. War Eagles now committed their third error of the inning. What just happened?
I didn't do anything.
Whoops, that's not right.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
That one lifted by Johnson. It's going to fall foul. Very near the backstop. Strike one the count to Riley Johnson. Fithian now on at second. It is a 6-0 lead for the Mounties. All of a sudden. And you just can't give extra outs and extra chances to a team like the Mounties. 1-1 the count. Outside and low. That one outside again. 2-1 the count. Grounded back to Lily, and she's got that one. Steps and throws to first. That one is out, but damage done. 4 runs across on a couple of hits. 3 War Eagle errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We need a bunch. We trail it 6-0. Number 2, Ava DeFreitas.
All right, here's where we start, right here.
2, 3, 4. We're in a good spot to get it going. DeFreitas, Jocelyn Strickland, and Lillian Hagedorn. In against the right-hander, Dalen Osborne. Yet to give up a base hit. Ava reached earlier in the game on the ball that was bobbled at first after a low throw from the pitcher. That's the error you see on the board for the Mounties. A couple walks, and that's been it. 1 ball to our senior second baseman, Ava DeFreitas. That one in also. 2-0 the count. You can hear the War Eagle dugout trying to make some noise over there, trying to rattle this sophomore right-hander.
Hoping to stay out of that big inning, but
Lifted to right. Dixon camps under it. She makes the catch. Leadoff hitter gone for the War Eagles here in the 6th. Now batting, first baseman Jocelyn Strickland. And here's Jocelyn. fisted right to the middle of the diamond, calling off Osborne as the third baseman, Fithian. She makes the catch. Now 2 away for Lillian. The batter's the pitcher, Lillian Hagedorn. Strike over the outside edge to Lillian. 0-1 the count. On deck batter is Carly Earl. Mountie defense pretty much straight away. And they have not worked a lot.
Nope. Bunch of strikeouts and a little infielding. That's about it. Outfield has not worked hard at all.
Grounded foul down the third base line. Good play over there by Coach Rodney Bowen. 0-2 the count to Lillian. War Eagles running out of outs. 4 outs remaining in this one. It's a 6-0 Rogers lead. Grounded towards third. Fithian's up with it. Throws it across. 1, 2, 3 go the War Eagles again in the 6th. We go to the 7th. We trail it 6-0. Leading off for Rogers is the center fielder, Casey Bell. 7, 8, 9, it's Bell, Talon Jackson, and Kylie Kelly. To lead things off for Rogers here in the top of the 7th, they lead it 6-0. Strike 1 by Hagedorn. Lillian's pitched well. She's given up some base runners. Defense got away from us in the 6th. After getting to 2 outs, still would have had 1 across. The last few, much given away from some miscues. That ball out, 2-1 to count. That one sails high. I think that's 3-1. 3-1.
I'm behind.
Leadoff hitter, Casey Bell. Fouled back and out of play. Full count now. Just now 5 o'clock. We would just now be throwing first pitch in this one. We didn't make the adjustment. Fisted towards left. Sydney's going to go back and it's just going to land in a good spot. Didn't hit it hard, just hit it in a good area. And it is a leadoff single for Casey Bell. Next batter's the catcher, Talon Jackson. In stands Jackson. Good pitch there by Lillian in on the hands of Casey Bell. Just fisted it into into left center field. That was always really frustrating for me as a pitcher. Like, if you actually hit the ball hard and hit it off the wall on me, I didn't mind it. But it was one of those, when I made a good pitch and you didn't make a good swing and you still get a hit out of it, I never liked those much. Carly snap throw to first. Ball 2 on the hitter.
And that's what happened to the game in Springdale.
Just trying to help.
That's what happened in that game in Springdale. The bats were late, but they were getting.
That one lifted to right. Casto is out there. Makes a bobble and drops it. Still got to play at second if we can get it in. Does not. Runner advances to second. That's going to be error number 4 for the War Eagles on the day.
Just
And
close the glove a little early.
frustration sets in. Courtesy runners number 7, Tilly Garcia. The batters, the DP, Kylie Kelly. And this is a game, as you can imagine, this is a rivalry game, crosstown rivalry game. You get involved in those when things start to go the wrong way. You
They snowball.
emotionally, it drops a little bit right there, and now you can see the body language change on the War Eagles. Unfortunately, there's another one drilled out to Libby. She makes a tougher catch on that one and gets it into the infield. Runner's going to advance to third now, first and third with 1 out, and we'll be back to the top of the order. Nice play right there by Casto. Had to go back, even jump a little bit. Next batter is the leadoff hitter, Izzy Anderson.
She's made 2 of the hardest catches, and in one of the routines, she just lost concentration.
And
on
you'd
it.
expect that. As you mentioned, this is her first career
yep.
start out there. And she's in there because she's been doing good things offensively, handling
Right.
the bat well. And she's a good young player. Bunts through that one. Nobody at second. Garcia's going to advance on defensive indifference. Second and third now. Would assume the War Eagle defense to come in. They have not. Grounded in the hole. That's going to be a Sydney. She's not going to have a chance at Izzy Anderson. Simply too fast. Izzy Anderson on that ball in the hole. Runner scores. On to third goes Garcia, and Izzy Anderson's aboard with a single.
There you go. And just a little slow on it.
There's a lot of buttons to push. That one popped up back towards the screen, and that's just going to fall just out of the reach of Carly Earl. And you can see again just frustration there. The blooper floats in. The ball just in a good spot in the hole. No chance for a play on leadoff hitter, and that one just falls just out of reach. Lily wants a new ball right here. 7 runs on 10 hits for the Mounties. Lillian has pitched better, deserves a little bit of a better fate, and it came late. Much like we did across town, competed for a period of time. Miscommunication on the War Eagle defense. Stolen base for Anderson. Stolen base for Garcia. It's 8-0, and now in scoring position is Izzy Anderson as the ball goes into center field. Swing and a miss on the 2-hole hitter, Brooke Dixon. Good strike over the outside edge. Down goes Dixon. 2 now gone in the inning. Now batting number 8, Rayleigh Wagner. In stands Rayleigh Wagner, who's hit a couple balls hard for outs tonight. Ball high. Really hasn't taken a lot of pitches to give me a chance to talk about her. You know, I've known Rayleigh a long time. Just a great hitter. Works hard. Spends a lot of extra time in the cage. Grounded foul. 1-1 the count. Mentioned just a sophomore for these War Eagles. Have been playing second base since they got the senior Tumala over at short. She will probably slide over to that spot for her final 2 years. And she will wind up playing at the next level somewhere when her high school years are done. Ball outside, 2-1 the count. Anderson aboard at second. Didn't mean to. Check swing foul. 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lifted to left center field. Kyler looks like she's got a beat on it, and she does. She puts it away. Down go the Mounties, but 2 more across here in the 7th. War Eagles come up needing a much. It's 8-0. Number 24, Carly Earl. War Eagles have 3 outs remaining, trail by a bunch. It all starts with 1 base runner. See if Carly can get that one started right here in the bottom of the 7th. That one in the turf, bounces in, 1-0 the count to Carly. Feel like we're just fortunate to even get this one in, Mr. Davenport.
Yeah.
It's been relatively dry. Had a little rain shower along the way.
But nothing major.
Drilled to short, under the glove, and all the way to the wall. Carly's going to go around first. She's on her way to second. It's a leadoff double for Carly Earl, and the first hit of the ball game for the War Eagles. Now batting left fielder Lily Humphreys. It stands Lily Humphreys. Good swing, good hard swing right there by Carly Earl.
Much needed base hit.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on Lily.
No. We just stopped doing that. We don't need
And honestly,
that anymore right now.
that's a ball that was hit to the shortstop's backhand side, and Tumala just really almost didn't want anything of it. It was hit hard with topspin. Goes all the way under the glove. That one fouled down the third base line. Anderson
out the top of the
runs
pole.
forward. It hits the top of the fence. Make sure you get on her about that one, Dad. That's in the ballpark. It's got to be caught.
She's got to climb that fence.
0-2 the count to Humphreys. Libby Casto waits on deck. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Lily Humphreys, and a ball up in the zone. 1 down here in the 7th. Now batting number 13, Libby Casto.
Now I know Libby's mad at herself for missing that fly ball. See if she can make up for it here. With a base hit.
She stands in, change up and away. And Libby does a good job of just putting competitive at-bats together.
Yeah, she does.
She gets asked to bunt. She gets asked to do a lot of things. She works counts. Just by her size, she draws some walks along the way and plate discipline. There's a strike over the outside edge. Good luck on that one. Hard with movement on the outside edge. 1-1 the count to Casto. Gabby Kelly waits on deck. Carly Earl stands on second after the first War Eagle hit of the ball game. There's a bunt down towards third. It's a good one. Going to be a tough play. No chance. Off the glove of the first baseman. On to score is Carly Earl. The War Eagles are on the board. Nice work by Libby Casto. War Eagles still alive here in the 7th. Next batter is number 14, Gabby Kelly.
Perfect bunt. He was going to take a perfect throw to get her in. So I gave her a hit.
Oh, it's absolutely a hit. I mean, it was so well done. Third baseman was back. Libby fast. 2 hits and a run for the War Eagles here in the 7th. We've trimmed it to 8-1. Still a long way to go. Still just need base runners. Base runner after base runner. Ball high. 1-1 the count to Gabby. Sydney Gaffney waits on deck. Up and out. 2-1 the count to Gabby. Swings through that one. 2-2 the count to Gabby. Casto waits on first. Wouldn't expect her to be doing anything unusual here, needing 7. Swing and a miss by Gabby. War Eagles down to their final out in the person of Sydney Gaffney. Now batting number 22, Sydney Gaffney. In stands Sydney, 2 are gone. Just need a base runner here again, 2-2s. Find a way. Swings through that one. 0-1 the count. Here both dugouts into this one now. Lifted to left. Izzy camps under it. And that's going to do it. War Eagles add a run on 2 hits, but it's not enough. Final score in this one, Mounties 8, War Eagles 1. And that's your final.